Talk about what's the other young man name? Is it Benton?
The guy who's
the draft pick?
Anthony Belton. Offensive tackle, NC State, 6'6" and 336. Gary Ellerson, you know when they say you're 336, you know what that means?
You're 350.
Yeah. I wanted to know how high you were going to go. I was wondering, will Gary go 370? No, not 370. If you're 370, they'll put you at 345.
Yeah, you're 350.
You can add a little bit. And that's big. Who's the biggest player you remember ever on the field for the Green Bay Packers, where even you went, oh, my God, that guy's huge?
Probably Charlie Martin.
Yes. Who was actually a pretty good player, wasn't he? I mean, he's known for smashing Jim McMahon, but he was actually pretty good, right?
Yeah. He was different too. I mean,
can you translate different? We're going to take a break, and then we're going to ask. See, different to me is weird. But it's not weird in a bad way. It can be weird in a good way. No. But there's something about him that was just odd relative to NFL players. But we'll see if I'm right with Gary Ellerson. Yep, he's back. Second quarter next.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Okay.
A few slowdowns remain across the system. Eastbound 94, you'll see some slowdowns right around the stadium interchange. This is right where State Fair Park is, which makes perfect sense. A lot of people heading to the State Fair for the beginning of the final weekend. On the westbound side of 94, from downtown out to the zoo, you're in good shape. You might see a little slowdown around the stadium and zoo interchanges, but nothing out of the ordinary. 4145 southbound between Highway Q and the zoo interchange, that's where you'll find your biggest slowdown of the afternoon. Right now, between Good Hope Road and North Avenue, you're going to be on your brakes quite a bit. Southbound 43, some good news there. Volume has lessened. Travel times are back to normal. Your traffic report is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's live music every day at the Wisconsin State Fair. Find the most popular local cover bands there. Start your weekend off tonight with Generation Z as they take the stage inside the Bud Pavilion. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 12th.
Turio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in August 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Faith and Bigorra, lads and lassies. Irish Fest is almost here. One of the great Milwaukee summer festivals. And we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one 18-pack bottle of Coors Light or Coors Banquet and receive one free ticket to Irish Fest. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly, and I know you don't want to miss all the great Irish food and beverages. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Maine in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee again. See us this week for your free Irish Fest ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Time is running out to see all the amazing live music going on inside the Bud Pavilion at the Wisconsin State Fair. 3 of the most popular local cover bands will perform starting at 11 a.m. Grab delicious State Fair food, a cold drink, and stop in for live music through Sunday inside the Bud Pavilion.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. No interest for 5 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
This is the Homer Hour on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Gary Ellerson Homer Hour is back, and that means a fantastic discussion of one of his partners. Take it away,
guys.
Fisherman.
If you're getting ready to take that next step in life and propose, the Jury Center has to be the first stop. Whether it's naturally mined or lab-grown diamonds, the Jury Center has options for it all. Maybe you don't know exactly what kind of ring that your special someone wants, but if they have a Pinterest board or ideas, bring it to the Jury Center. Their team of experts will help take your ideas from a dream to a reality. Learn more about their engagement, ring selection, or any of their services at shoptjc.com or stop in today at any of their 3 locations in Greenfield, Brookfield, or Burlington.
Tune in to Behind the Bucks podcast on the Bucks Plus Audio Network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and H&R benefits consultant. Behind the Bucks brings you exclusive access and untold stories about the greatest stars and moments in Bucks history. Wonder if they get to Fred Roberts. Go behind the scenes of Giannis' Emmy-nominated documentary. Hear about the true origins of Bucks and Six culture and more. Find Behind the Bucks on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher. The Gary Ellerson Homer Hour every Friday. He has come back, if you wondered where he was. Football season. Now he's ready to go. They're playing preseason games. Pebble, read to Gary Ellerson, the Georgia hunter. What is your favorite thing to hunt? For those who weren't listening earlier, Gary Ellerson's a hunter and a fisherman, and was even before he ever got to Wisconsin. They do it. Some do it, I guess, in Georgia. I had no idea. What's your favorite thing to hunt or fish? Or if I was mean, which I'm not, what's your favorite thing to kill?
Well, I mean, so Homer, you got to learn how I grew up, right? Whatever we ate.
Yeah.
This wasn't for sport. Then to hang it on your wall.
Okay.
You know what my motto in fishing that my grandfather told me, if it's big enough to hit my bait, it's big enough to hit my plate.
Okay. All right.
Which means there was no catch and release where I'm from.
I understand.
Like we once had for Thanksgiving, we once had a possum for Thanksgiving instead of a turkey because we killed it and procured it and we put it on a dinner table.
Was a possum pretty good? I've never had possum.
It tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. I knew that was going to be the answer. First time I had pheasant, I didn't understand. I didn't grow up in your neighborhood, but I didn't know what pheasant was.
A raccoon.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Does that taste like chicken too?
Tastes like chicken. And we should hunt squirrels. We should just hunt squirrels, just to hunt squirrels, and that was like a little snack for us. Put them on the grill, skin them, put them on the grill.
I don't know if do they taste like chicken too?
Tastes like chicken. Rabbits.
Does anything not taste? What does not taste like chicken?
Skunk meat does not taste like chicken. Tastes like skunk.
I don't know that I've ever had a discussion of skunk eating in my life. I would be fearful that if you eat skunk, you're going to get the skunk scent as part of killing it.
Right. You got to stay away from skunk meat.
So you don't. Yeah, I don't. Did you ever have any interest, or anybody who went hunting have interest in killing a skunk? I would have stayed away. I would think the dogs would learn to. They see a skunk and they're gone.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah,
Okay.
You got to blow the whistle.
So you did not answer. What did you enjoy hunting the most?
Whatever I could eat.
Really? Okay.
Yes. That's how we got our meal.
I understand, but you still have a favorite. Like if you're hunting, you'd say, "Hey, I hope I run into this because I'd like to eat this."
And I would say probably deer.
Okay.
Deer.
Now, as far as fishing, I love fishing. I love catching smallmouth bass because I thought I really liked the taste of that. But I don't have an extensive fishing list to really compare it against that many things. I also liked fishing bass because you could, toss. You're busy. The worst fishing is musky fishing. You might as well just not go and say you had a couple. What is it when they say that goes by the boat? It tells you don't ever want to fish this. Looks or I don't know. There's a word for it. Everybody knows it. And then when they told me that's when you see one, though, you really don't get it or you don't even get it hooked. Then I don't want to fish anything where they have such a phrase about it's so hard just to see one or have it close is of significance. But fishing, what would be your...
I like catfish.
Okay. I did not catch much catfish. Other people said the same.
Yeah.
All right, catfish.
Good food, good eating. Yeah.
All right. Now, the Discount Liquor Twitter poll question.
Do you have your phone with you?
My phone? Yes, I do.
All right, I just sent you a picture.
Of stuff
one of
you
my
like to
prize.
Ooh, that's smallmouth. Or that might be a largemouth bass. I believe that is a
largemouth
bass. That is sweet.
Yeah.
5 pounds.
Yeah. About that.
That's impressive. Did you catch it, or did somebody else catch it and let you take the picture?
Well, I caught those. I caught those two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I caught those.
That's impressive.
Of course.
Put that up. Are you going to put that up on Twitter? That should be the highlight of our show. Are you ready for the question? Yeah. Are you ready for the Discount Liquor Twitter? Another one? One's enough. I don't need any more hunting and fishing.
No, don't. You got to take it that. You got to look at that. Because sometimes when you go fishing, you have to give in to certain people.
I see someone else with 2 largemouth bass.
That's my wife with 2 of those.
Was this a competition? Because if it was, she won.
Correctly.
All right.
Yeah.
I've never been good enough fishing to actually be competitive. But congratulations. Does she normally beat you fishing, or was it just one time?
Yeah. Well, no, she normally does, Homer. I will admit, when we go fishing, we go together, she normally outdoes me.
You let her win?
No, she's pretty good.
All right.
She's pretty good.
Congratulations. The Discount Liquor Twitter poll question. Pebble, can't wait to hear Gary Ellerson's comment.
So today's Discount Liquor Twitter poll question at the Homer Hour on Twitter X. Packers play the New York Jets tomorrow night in their preseason opener. Do the Green and Gold win, lose, or you don't care? Right now, early on in the voting process, don't care at 91% of the vote, 10% of the vote for win, 0 for lose.
Former member of the Green Bay Packers. How would you like to vote? I voted don't care. I'm part of the massive.
I'm trying to vote right now, and I don't care either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to the what is it they call it? The share workout, or when they work out with another team.
Joint practices.
Joint practice. I got to write that. Yeah, I got to write. I did write that down. I just didn't look.
Write that down.
And the comments and analysis of the joint practice will draw 120% of my attention.
Because that's where it's at. So joint practice is going to see your frontline players.
Yeah.
From now on. That's because you don't have that fourth preseason game, and eventually it's only going to be 2 preseason games.
That's what I say.
So in order for these guys to get real good work, it's going to be in these joint practices. And now, you know, I'm going to take you back, Homer, because when I was playing for the Packers and for the Lions, they had this thing called the Cheese League. And in the Cheese League, we had all these teams here in the state of Wisconsin where we travel around and go play them. Now, when I played for the Lions, we flew up and we played the New Orleans Saints. They were in up in
and
La
you're
Crosse.
talking about joint practices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was very popular back then when we had the Cheese League.
Now, this is what I would hope for. You can tell me, and this, of course, is the Gary Ellerson hour, the Gary Ellerson Homer hour, and Gary Ellerson is back. My wish is that they just eliminate the preseason games, and when they go to 18 regular season games, which they will, then you just have 2 joint practices, and I think a joint practice you should be able to go to like a preseason game. Because it's once everybody understands that, well, you can't hit the quarterback or there are some limitations, you're seeing something of value. And you're up to 18 games, and give the pluses and minuses of my theory as to what I would wish. 2 joint practices, or even more. You could have 4, but only 2 you get to fans get to go to and watch. Now you have 2.
Now the Packers have. Well, right now the Packers have 2, correct?
Right, correct. And I would just eliminate the game and just have those joint practices.
So you would have to figure out, from a ticket holder standpoint, is that family night where we charge you $5 or $10, or
Well, I got that family night. Family night's just fireworks, and we charge you 5 or 10, and that's like a typical practice.
Right. So would the joint practice be in Lambeau Field?
Oh, yeah.
You charge regular price for that?
Well, they don't charge. I charge preseason price. The preseason price is much less. Yeah, I think they've cut them down to 74 or something. I bought some preseason tickets this year.
I still think people are still upset with the preseason tickets. I think people right now are selling their preseason tickets for half the price.
If they can. I think it's difficult to sell at that. A guy was selling me 4 preseason tickets to, what is it, Seattle they play on August?
Yeah, Seattle.
Right. He said, how much will you pay? I said, nothing. I want them free. He says, no. And so I agreed, or someone else agreed to pay $25 a ticket. These are good seats, not great seats, but pretty good seats. $25 a ticket because they want to go to the game. And I think you could easily. I think you would get more for the joint practices than you are currently getting for the preseason game, because people will understand that it's a bigger deal. That what they're going to see when they see a preseason game is a joke, and a joint practice, as you would say, is no joke.
No.
Yeah.
And the joint practices, you're going to see frontline players.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So, do you think that'll ever happen? Will they ever take the Homer approach?
No.
Yeah, I'm used to that. Like, you may not have been aware of that, but did they have the first ever female ump in the majors? Did she perform this week? I think they were saying it. I'd have no problem with half the umps being female. Being an ump has absolutely nothing to do with being an athlete. There is some athleticism necessary, depending on the sport, but women can be officials every bit as good as men.
Yeah.
Not all of them across the board. You want to join that club? Can women, if you need, let's say you need 100 officials, I believe I can find 50 women as good as the 50 men. That should be the discount liquor poll question for next week. What do you think, Gary? I'm not sure you're buying that. I'm not sure you're buying that.
I'm not even going there with you.
Why?
I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, no, you going out there.
What going out there? What? I'm going out there to
whatever
this.
you're doing. Yeah.
Well, I'm going out there
go
to
ahead.
this. That the biggest problem you have with officials are the ones who think they're more important than they really are. They're important to the success of the game, but no one ever has gone to a game to see an official unless they were family. And you wouldn't know this. People have known I never give the names of the officials at any point during a Marquette game. Ever, 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 ever. Once in a while, my partner might mention them, and we might have nicknames. Well, why does anybody care? Another thing I don't mention, the uniform, what color it is and all that. Think anybody cares on radio what the uniform looks like? Come on, man. All right, Gary, take any of those that you wish for a comment, because this is the Gary Ellerson Homer Hour. Do you think I
don't even know what you're talking about.
Do you think I'm wrong in not mentioning the color of the uniforms for Marquette basketball games?
What do you mean, are you wrong?
Well, should I do it? Am I doing a disservice to the listeners? If you're a listener, do you want to know what the uniforms look like?
I think you got to paint a picture, don't you?
Yeah, the players, not the color of the damn uniform. And, all right, so you think maybe I should. And do you think I should give the names of the officials?
In the beginning.
Oh, okay. I view that as an utter waste of time.
Just courtesy.
Ooh. I don't have an answer to that. Courtesy, I think you got me.
Courtesy.
A courtesy to them because they are necessary and they should be given some level of credit for being there and making the game better.
And that's it. And that's all they get. They get the courtesy up front. Right. That's it. You never mention their name every game. You would never say so-and-so made a bad call. I disagree with
I'm going to call that as an Ellerson. Anything that we do, Tony Smith and I do, that's a courtesy.
Yeah.
A necessary courtesy. I'll say, Tony,
did I tell you? Did I tell you I went on a golf trip this summer with Tony Smith?
Very good golfer. He kicked your butt. I know this.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Oh, yeah.
I shot 3 under at one course here. Ironwood in Milwaukee area this year, par 72. Shot 69. Yeah. I was surprised he hadn't done it before. You know what his problem is? Yeah. He's hurt all the time. I'm glad I wasn't as talented. I'm glad I wasn't.
I'm just now coming back. So this summer was my first summer playing golf after that horrific back surgery I had last year. So,
are you guys hurt all the time? Is that the price to be paid for being a phenomenal athlete?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Homer, you're a phenomenal athlete.
No, don't go there. You just don't know. No, it's just like no. I know. I got eyes. I watched. I picked the sport I picked because.
Don't you got a bad rotator cuff?
No, I mean I have certain injuries, but tennis players don't have injuries. Don't have injuries like football and basketball players.
Rotator cuff and the elbow.
No,
and your wrist.
No, not really. But we can move on. No, I had a rheumatoid arthritis issue, but no, if you want to stay healthy your whole life, you're better off playing golf or tennis, bowling, than the NFL or the NBA, right?
This is true.
You guys are all hurt, right?
Yeah.
Are you hurt?
Yes.
At what age did you come to the conclusion that you're going to be hurt every day the rest of your life to some degree? At what age did that start?
Probably not until maybe like 10 years ago. Probably.
Okay. All right. So you get some decent years.
Yeah, early 50s. Yeah.
All right. Wow. There was something you wanted to add. Oh no, you're golfing, so we'll get to the specifics. We just did mention how good Tony Smith is, but more golf on Gary Ellerson. And I do want to ask, because we talked about greatness very early on that you talked about, and I remember you mentioning James Lofton, but I don't know if that was young, because the greatness everybody's talking about this year is Matthew Golden, and I want you to put it in proper perspective next.
The Homer Hour is back after this on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A few slowdowns remain across the system. Eastbound 94, you'll see some slowdowns right around the stadium interchange. This is right where State Fair Park is, which makes perfect sense. A lot of people heading to the State Fair for the beginning of the final weekend. On the westbound side of 94, from downtown out to the zoo, you're in good shape. You might see a little slowdown around the stadium and zoo interchanges, but nothing out of the ordinary. 4145 southbound between Highway Q and the zoo interchange, that's where you'll find your biggest slowdown of the afternoon. Right now, between Good Hope Road and North Avenue, you're going to be on your brakes quite a bit. bit. Southbound 43, some good news there. Volume has lessened. Travel times are back to normal. Your traffic report is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's live music every day at the Wisconsin State Fair. Find the most popular local cover bands there. Start your weekend off tonight with Generation Z as they take the stage inside the Bud Pavilion. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
ESPN Radio Sports Beat with Freddie Coleman.
It's one thing to be the man in Dallas like Luka Doncic was with the Dallas Mavericks. Believe me, he had power church and state until Nico Harrison, the general manager, said, you know what? We need you to commit a little bit more and be better mentally and physically. Luka said, I'm going to be Luka. And Nico Harrison said, that's fine, but you have to do that somewhere else. So now that he's a member of the Los Angeles Lakers since that massive trade that happened earlier this year, but being the man in Dallas and now trying to be the man in Los Angeles with a 3-year, $165 million extension is going to take on a different level that Luka Doncic better get used to sooner than later. It also has this subplot. How will LeBron James handle for the first time probably in his basketball life, where he's not regarded as the best player or the man for that basketball team? He's going to be the Robin, and Luka Doncic is going to be the Batman. Being the Batman in Dallas had everything that Luka Doncic wanted and then some. But being the Batman in Los Angeles may be a little bit more than Luka Doncic can take on, and I can't wait to see exactly how that is going to play out. In 60 seconds, the Yankees done already?
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
We shouldn't put that out there. Let me rephrase. I shouldn't put that out there. But then again, I have plenty of friends of mine who are New York Yankees fans. And plenty of them in the last week or so said, I don't know, Freddie. I think that's it for my baseball team. It's only August 5th. There's plenty of time for the New York Yankees, still in a playoff race. Last time I checked, I know they've had a horrible time of it the last month or so. They have the 5th worst record in Major League Baseball over that stretch. And I know Aaron Judge has been injured, and he's about to come off the injured list, and the Yankees could use that. But I'm not going to just stick a fork in them. But the Yankees may have done that already. That inconsistent play, that inconsistent fielding is starting to rear its ugly head. And you know what's going to happen. If they go to be a championship-less team once again, which has happened since 2009, somebody's going to pay for that. And it won't be the players. It's going to be the manager because we know how that works. For the ESPN Radio Sports Beat, I'm Freddie Coleman of ESPN Radio's Freddie and Harry.
You're listening to the Homer Hour on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Gary Ellerson is back. It's the Gary Ellerson Homer Hour on Fridays now through the NFL season. Football season coming up on August the 20th. August the 20th. That's pretty quick. And you got to be there. Don't even think about calling in unless you can be there to participate. Fantasy football draft back as ESPN Wisconsin takes over Potawatomi Sportsbook. Free food, great prizes, full VIP experience, all for fans 21 and up. Caller 10, 11, and 12. We got 3 spots open. You call in and you can't make it on the 20th. We will find you. 10, 11, and 12, 1-800-990-3776. 1-800-990-3776. You'll get 3 spots in the Homer Fantasy Football League. Last year I finished second. How many teams do we have on each league? 12, 14?
Homer, including our shows in Beaver Dam and Madison as well.
Right, but I mean, we have like 14.
We have 11 spots for our group.
11 spots for our. How do they decide how many spots?
I'm not sure. But next Wednesday, we're going to have a chance to have a reserve. So if you didn't make it in this week, you might be able to get on a reserve list.
Oh, because someone doesn't show up.
Then you
Yeah,
get in.
very good. 1-800-990-3776. 1-800-990-3776. Callers 10, 11, and 12 all get a spot in the Homer Fantasy Football League. We draft on August the 20th. And that'll be at Potawatomi Sports Pick, so you get all kinds of free food and stuff. And if you can't make it, then you got to have somebody who represents your team. Last year, I finished second. Made a great comeback, but didn't win, so what's that worth?
Homer.
Yes.
Couple things here. Do you need to see Jordan Love tomorrow night?
No, I do not need to see Jordan Love. No. Nope.
Do you need to see Josh Jacobs tomorrow night?
No, I definitely less than anybody else. Do you now see? This is not fair because people want to know what you think, not what I think. Do you want to see, or do you need? I believe the word was. Do you need to see Jordan Love tomorrow night?
No, not at all. I don't need to see Jordan Love in any preseason game at all this year.
I would like to see a player if they want to play, but I know that's not how it works.
Wow.
Everybody's scared of people getting hurt. But
right, that's not how it works. But yeah,
I know, but that's what I like. They understand the risk of being hurt, and if they want to play, that tells me there's something they want to work on. Now, the problem is you're playing twos and threes.
But there are some guys, now, which you alluded to earlier, there's some guys I want to see more of, right? I want to see more of Luke Musgrave. I want to see more of Matthew Golden. I want to see more of Lucas Van Ness. I want to see more of Valentine. I want to see more of those guys. Hopper, I would love to see a little bit more of him, not Cooper. I think I know what he can do. Quay Walker, I'd like to see a little bit more of him.
Tyron Hopper, for you don't know, in the same draft, fourth round pick, pick number 91. And from the very beginning, Tim Van Vorn Scouting Bureau said, I like that guy. Mark this one down. And nothing has happened yet. We have not started, and should the Gary Ellerson Scouting Bureau. When there's someone that you like, and I emphasize to people, don't be hard on the scouting bureaus. Ron Wolf said it best. Yeah. This is really hard. I'm in the Hall of Fame, and I picked partially because I picked Donald Driver in the 7th round. He said, but if I was smart, I'd have picked him in the 2nd round because he was that good. But anyway, so the scouting bureau, you're curious to see Hopper, too.
Hopper and Savion Williams.
Yep. And
haven't heard much
because
on Savion Williams
because of what you've seen and what you think might be there. Savion Williams, just so you know, nobody's talked about him. Also a wide receiver out of TCU, pick number 87, round 3.
Yeah, no one's talked about him.
All right, let's talk about the one everybody's talking about.
Excuse me?
Well, I'll let you finish, but I want to put it in the context. Talk about Savion Williams in the context of what everybody's talking about Matthew Golden, however you want to.
Well, no one's talking about Savion Williams, but, I like to see a little bit more of him. Matthew Golden obviously has been the talk of camp. Every time you turn around, he's catching a deep pass. I don't know if Williams is hurt or what they're doing with him, but most certainly they have – Romeo Dobbs, from my understanding, had a really great camp as well. But Matthew Golden right now seems to be, lack of a better term, the golden child.
And when you hear that, what do you think, or what does the Gary Ellerson Scouting Bureau do with all that information or talk? Does it have any impact at all, or how are you going to make your real evaluation of him, and can it be done now?
I have to be fair, home, because I haven't gone to any practices at all. So my first time seeing any of these guys will be tomorrow night.
But if you had gone to practices, if you had gone to every practice, how comfortable is the potential that you could say Matthew Golden is going to be the best wide receiver on the team? Could you say that, or is it just too early? There's no way to have watched enough.
That will be too early, but you can tell certain things that he's going to be really good. Like, who's the cornerback, Homer, that they got from University of Miami, was a receiver, then they made him a corner?
Sam Shields.
Sam Shields.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a practice, and Sam Shields was at corner, and he broke on a football, and as he's breaking on the football, he says, "Let me get this," and intercepted the football and went back to the house for 70 yards. I looked at Leroy, and I go, he's going to be a starter.
And now tell us why. What of what he did impressed you the most to stand out like
just
that?
the movements, and
All right.
it's a whole thing, right? But then you can see these movements that he put together.
Because
Then
I
he
want
put
to be
together
Gary
the whole
Ellerson
package.
scouting bureau. I want to see
Right,
somebody and go,
yeah.
yeah.
You see small
right.
small things in practice in individual drills, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden he put the whole thing together to get the interception, and you know that he can do it more than one time. Like
right.
it
And
wasn't
there
luck.
are some
Like,
players
some
that
people
you've
say, "Oh, that was
never
lucky."
seen. There's some players that you've never seen put it all together like that.
Right.
They just can't do it.
Right.
All right. All right. Fourth quarter. More from the Gary Ellerson Scouting Bureau. Are you going to have a sheet or something you're going to print, publish anything? The Gary Ellerson Scouting Bureau. I'll help promote it, but you got to do all the work. All I'm doing is promoting it.
I'm good.
You really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take that as a no.
Yeah.
Next.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
But they didn't go anywhere. And when they don't go anywhere, it opens up the possibility they could be back.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We know that the people of Wisconsin are hard workers, that they're tough. But even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
The injuries beginning to pile up in the Packers' defensive backfield as it was reported Thursday afternoon that star safety Xavier McKinney may miss the entirety of the preseason due to a calf injury. McKinney speaking with reporters Thursday.
Glad that we caught it when we caught it. Just kind of take it slow and then the build up, obviously. But I'll be ready when it's time to go.
Well, it sounds like the timeline is questionable for McKinney over the course of the next few weeks. He was adamant he'll be ready for week 1. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Need a mortgage? Don't look far. In your backyard is where we are. Visit a Tri-City near you. Get a great rate from your hometown crew. Tri-City National Bank. Equal housing lender. NMLS 4333891.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond. From garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
Summertime is the time for all the big events. Weddings, milestone birthdays, even corporate events. Elevate every event with Noble Catering, a premier craft caterer in southeastern Wisconsin, preferred by over 30 venues. Noble Catering is also the exclusive caterer of Villa Terrace, an east side event treasure. And coming in 2026, Noble's new headquarters, a 400-person event venue in the heart of Bayview called Brixton's Turn. Book them for your event at noblecateringco.com.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Hi, I'm David Gruber. When you've been seriously injured, you need the best team of professionals on your side. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices to get the results you deserve. One call, that's all.
Welcome back to the Homer Hour on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Great to have Gary Ellerson back. And one more question for him. The Discount Liquor Twitter poll question. Packers and the Jets tomorrow night. Does the green and gold win, lose, or you don't care? Win 18%, lose 0%, 82% don't care. One person responded, health is the number one goal. And I thought, I would like to make a declaration. If anybody competes in anything in which health is the number one goal, shouldn't even play. Shouldn't even play. If health is the number one goal, then you shouldn't play. Because that would be the best way to take care of your health. Health could be 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's number one, shouldn't be playing. Gary Ellerson, take it away, either with that or something else.
Good night, everybody.
What, you don't even have an answer? Should health ever
Good night, everybody.
the number one goal when you play? Was health ever the number one goal of any game you ever played in your life?
Well, absolutely. But you're never healthy when after the first hit, you're done.
So if health was the number one goal of a game, would you have been better off not to play?
Probably.
All right, that's good. Thanks. I'll take that as close to a yes as I can get.
Right.
We'll work on by the 2 weeks when I'm back from Ireland, getting more on the Gary Ellerson scouting drill. Yes.
Before we go,
Yeah.
what is the number one thing you're looking forward to in your trip to Ireland?
Find out if it's as much like Wisconsin as everybody says.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
There it is. Okay.
ESPN National. And health is not the number one goal of their shows tonight. Next.
A couple of slowdowns linger here into the late evening commute hours. 94 eastbound slow.